Well, folks, more bad news for South Africa. Welcome back to Indaba Africa. This is Chris. Specifically, the ANC's ban on alcohol causes yet another loss of capital investment into South Africa. Already crippling the wine industry, South Africa's feckless and clueless response to COVID-19 and destruction, wanton destruction, in my view, of South Africa's economy is raging out of control. In the latest, Anheuser-Busch InBev has announced that it is canceling an additional 2.5 billion rand investment. That's 165 million US dollars after the government banned alcohol sales on December 28th for the third time in a purported effort to control the surge or resurgence in the coronavirus. Wow. Now, this is the second time that they've canceled major capital investments. This foreign direct investment is gone now. They previously had canceled another 2.5 billion, so that's 5 billion rand that Anheuser-Busch InBev is not spending in South Africa, which they'll spend elsewhere. That is $330 million investment lost in South Africa. Now, South African breweries famous for Castle Lager, Hansa, Carling, Black Label, is South Africa's largest brewer and was one of the largest independent brewing companies in the world under the label SAB Miller after it purchased Miller Brewing Company in the United States. But in 2016, AB InBev purchased SAB as part of a deal. And so since then, it's been a subsidiary of AB InBev, the largest brewer in the world. Yeah, well, folks, here's the thing. This is what SAB's Vice President of Finance, Richard Rivet Karnak, had to say. Given the material impact that this third ban on the sale of alcohol has on our business and the possibility of further bans, we have no choice but to halt these investments for the foreseeable future. Well, what was this money going to be spent on, folks? Well, it was going to be spent on upgrades to operating facilities, product innovation, and new equipment at certain plants across South Africa. This is bad news for South Africa, for its workers. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa has stated publicly that one of the most important concerns they have is economic recovery and creating jobs for black South Africans. Apparently, Indians, whites, and coloreds don't matter in South Africa. Only black South Africans seems to be his only concern. This bigotry and racism is rampant in South Africa in the ruling party, and we see this on a daily basis with racist legislation meant to denigrate and destroy the economic well-being of its minorities. Tens of millions of minorities in South Africa, but that doesn't seem to matter for the African National Congress, which came to power as a party of unity in the Rainbow Nation and a party that ascribed to the 1955 Freedom Charter, something they've ignored on a virtual daily basis for the last 15 years. Nonetheless, the ANC says it wants to improve the economic situation for black South Africans. Well, these endless alcohol bans with no reasonable basis are not helping anyone. Now, the argument is that the restrictions reduce the number of visits to hospital wards. Well, how about the people who sell alcohol stop selling so much alcohol that people become so inebriated that need hospital visits? Perhaps that would help. Perhaps if you had a liquor board that transited and visited establishments that serve alcohol, you might get a little better handle on this. Or perhaps you just arrest people who are belligerent at clubs and use the police for something other than harassing law-abiding citizens for dangerous and violent felonies like surfing or sitting on a beach or, Lord forbid, not wearing a mask. Yes, this is the things that they have the South African Police Service engaged in. Not focused on cash and transit robberies, farm murders, gender-based violence, gang rape, murders. These are not a priority for the South African Police Service. As their police minister proudly and like a rooster crows how he's arrested 230,000 South Africans in the first several weeks of the lockdown in 2020, and how now, after compulsory and unconstitutional mask-wearing requirements, the South African Police Services reportedly arrested 7,000 South Africans. Wow. Is this what we've come to in the world today, folks? Well, one thing we have come to, InBev is now canceling yet another investment in upgrading its plants, product innovation, and South Africa's economy, South Africa's future. Wow. Talk about a vote of no confidence in South Africa. What's the plan, ANC? What are you going to do here? $165 million. You know how much investment that is? It's not anything to sneeze at. That's on top of a previous $165 million not put into South Africa. It's $330 million of foreign direct investment that has not gone into South Africa in the past 12 months, courtesy of the ANC's cluelessness on dealing with this virus. Wow. The whole world's dealing with it. Foreign direct investment is taking place elsewhere, but not in South Africa. You might want to look in the mirror there, Cyril Ramaphosa. Tito Mboweni. You might want to look in the mirror and see what you're doing to your beautiful country. Cry the beloved country indeed. South Africans can't stand much more of this governance. You have a choice in 2021, an opportunity to go to the municipal polls and vote in the major municipalities to vote the African National Congress out of power, to give opposition parties the opportunity to prove they can govern, to show voters in South Africa that there's another way. This cannot continue. Millions impoverished by clueless ANC policies. And here's yet another example of them frightening away foreign direct investment. Well, folks, if you're not a subscriber, consider becoming a subscriber. Smash that subscription button right down there. And be sure to toggle the bell icon to get notified of any updates if you'd like to know about updates. Seems like a declining percentage of people are toggling that bell, but please do that. Otherwise, YouTube won't notify you when there's a new video or a live stream. And finally, if you don't mind, smash the like button because likes drive viewership. And it's a Salty Cracks January here at Chris White Africa. And it was a Salty Cracks December. As for some reason, videos aren't being promoted by YouTube or people simply aren't watching. So we're curious about what's going on there. But anyway, if you do find the content interesting and compelling, feel free to become a subscriber and smash the like button. Thank you for your patronage and have a lovely day.